Today I'm going to tell you about Evernote and how it is really a great tool for both students and educators. Now, it is an organizational tool where you can create notebooks, and the notebooks can be used for whatever you want. So, for students or for teachers, it would be really a great tool so that you could have a notebook for each class. You could write notes in each class's notebook. You could keep track of homework. There's a feature where you could search through your notes for specific things, and you can even create a shortcut to the notebooks that you use the most. Different features include that you can type in your thoughts, or you can use speech to text so that it can capture your thoughts for you. You can link or attach information. So if you want to link a website or if you want to attach some information in there, you can. It automatically saves your information. So whatever you've entered, it's automatically saved. And then you can save information to access later. So if you want to say include a whole bunch of hashtags, so that when you're putting something on Twitter, or if you want to include something that you're going to use over and over again, then you can go in here, you can copy and paste it so that you don't have to retype the same things over and over. And there's some other benefits. This helps students and educators organize information. So students who really struggle with keeping all of their information together or keeping information in one place or struggle getting their thoughts down on paper, whatever it might be, this kind of keeps everything in one location. It's very easy to search the notes for what you need. So if you know that you've put your notes there somewhere, you can just type something in, maybe a couple of words, and it can search through all of your notes and all of your notebooks to try and find that information. So you and your students could spend less time looking for notes, less time looking for homework, for links, for files, and more. And then it's very easy to add things, to move things, and to delete things. So it's really a great app for everyone. So to access Evernote, we need to go to the App Store for us, or we would need to go to self-service for students. So as an educator, you're going to go to the App Store. Students would go to self-service. So as an educator, I'm going to go to the App Store. Evernote is one word. I'm going to go down here to search. And when I'm looking for Evernote, I am going to look for the one that's for iPad, obviously. And I just want to get this. Evernote has this elephant here because their thought is that you'll never forget anything again if you put it in Evernote. And it's really great because now they've added some things where you can scan documents in. So if you have written them before, if you've done some other things, you can now organize every single part of your life. One of the things that I love about Evernote is that it's not just made for you to work with at school. It's also good for other parts of organizing other parts of your life. Once you open Evernote, you're going to have to create an account. My suggestion is to sign in with Google so that your account is already with your school account. But if you would rather not, you can enter your own email and you can start entering that. So now you can take the tour, and when you're taking the tour, it's going to ask you if you want to create a note. So let's create a note. And it takes you through taking your first note in your first notebook. So it gives you kind of here's your first notebook. You can start writing a title, start writing or choose a template. So I'm going to click on a template. It does give you a lot of different templates. So a weekly review, daily planner, a monthly calendar, a whole bunch of different things that you could try and do. Meeting notes. So I'm going to click on meeting notes, apply the template. And this will make it so that I can just simply start typing in some notes. But then I could just start typing in. It automatically saves them. I can go back and I can highlight if I want to. So there I've got something highlighted. I can even add a summary and takeaways. I can talk about the different decisions, tasks, follow-ups, a class project, all that kind of stuff. When I'm done, I go up to the top here where it says done, but I can also look at other things. I can share the note with other people. I can remind myself to do some different things in a matter of time, like in an hour or tomorrow and next week, so I can come back to this note. And I can add some tags so that it might be easier for me to get back to this. So if I wanted to add a tag, I could maybe say test, because that was just the test one, the practice one that I'm doing. And I can change the name of this notebook if I want to. I could go back and click on this so that I could search. I could maybe search for test. I can try the camera. So if I want to access the camera, and then once I have this, I could say, okay, this is something I want it to do. I'd like it to scan all this information. And I can take the picture, and now it has that photo in there. I can save it. And I can save photos and articles, everything else that I would normally want to save, links, everything like that. If I want it to show me, I can have it show me how. So this tutorial is just great. And it shows you to tap the share button, swipe, turn Evernote on, tap the Evernote icon to save. So I can save a whole bunch of different things. And then get Evernote on your computer and your notes will automatically sync. So I could actually sync that. Get notified when you set a reminder. That was something we did look at, was the reminder. And then we can go to our notes. So notes have been created. Here's the one that we took a picture of. Right here was the snapshot. So we can look at, well, what did that snapshot look like? Oh, well, it was my notes about Evernote. And I can search. I can look at all my notes. I can take this notebook that was a practice notebook. I can decide, you know what, I want to download this for later. I can add a notebook. Right here is that plus sign. So I can add a notebook if I would like to. Type in the name. I can star. I can create some shortcuts. So here, I can also go to the bottom here. Here are some things that I love because I can add audio. So I can even record something right now. Right now, I'm going to talk about my notes about Evernote. How you can create notebooks, add a new note, search your notes, create shortcuts, and things like that. And then I can click on done. My audio will now be saved with this picture that I took right here. I can also draw, snap to shape, or zoom. So I can actually draw some kind of shape if I need to. So if we were discussing something in class and I needed to draw what was being talked about in class so I could remember it, I could draw it here. And then maybe I would remember that there. I could erase if I need to. And then when I'm done, I'm going to go up to the top and click done. And it's going to save that drawing. So now I have the picture of the notes that I wrote down, the audio, so I can even record, and I have the drawing that I made. I can even attach something. Here's the paper clip. So if I wanted to attach something that I already had, I could even attach, okay, here's a summer book club suggestion. So let me attach that. So now it's attaching something else to this sheet. So there's an awful lot that I can do with Evernote. So this is something that once students know how to use and are able to talk in here and take notes, drawings, everything that they can do with this, it's something that they could use for everything. Not just your class, but maybe a little bit of everything in their life. So if they have trouble staying organized, Evernote is a great option for you and your students.